Hari everyone. Thank you very much, Acharya Arunji. As you can see, we have a slight change today in our program. For the last entire week, we've been blessed to have Acharya Arunji from New York, CM, to guide us and to enlighten us. Today, he is going to be talking about the power of now. Most of us over here are trying to find purpose in our life, and what he's going to try and do today is to help us clarify and bring out the purpose in our life. And as you all can see, we also have our kids today from 6th to the 10th grade, and more so for the youngsters. So I would really request all the young ones to please pay attention. Cell phones go inside the bag, inside your backpacks, and your hands are outside the bag. So, the power of now, yeah? So, Acharya Arun, thank you very much.
सरस्वत्ये नमः। ओम गुं गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम समस्त जन कल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। ओम सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। Okay, before we start, we're just going to sing a beautiful bhajan. I want all of you to get engaged in that, okay? Sing as loud as possible, and then we'll get into power of now. Shri Ganaraya, Jai Ganaraya, Shri Ganaraya. Everyone, सब लोग आइए, जोर से। Shri Ganaraya, Jai Ganaraya, Shri Ganaraya, Jai Ganaraya, Shri Ganaraya, Jai Ganaraya, Ganapati Bappa Moria. Shri Ganaraya, Jai Ganaraya, Ganapati Bappa Moria. Shri Ganaraya, Jai Ganaraya, Ganapati Bappa Moria. Moria, Moria, Ganapati Bappa Moria. Everyone, Moria, loud. Moria, 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 Ganapati Bappa Moria. Shri Ganaraya, Jai Ganaraya, Shri Ganaraya, Jai Ganaraya, Shri Ganaraya, Jai Ganaraya, Ganapati Bappa Moria. Shri Ganaraya, Jai Ganaraya, Ganapati Bappa Moria. Moria, Moria, 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 Ganapati Bappa Moria. Siddhi Vinayak, Buddhi Pradayak, Moria, Moria, Ganapati Bappa Moria. 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 Bole Ganapati Bhagwan ki jai. Om Har Har Namah Parvati Pate Har Har Mahadeva. Shri Sadgurunath Maharaj ki jai. Hari Om everyone. Hari Om. Welcome to Bal Vihar. So, last week we looked at what? Can anybody remember? The adults. I know the kids weren't here. But what did we look at? Wait? Staying cool within and without. I'm glad at least one person remembered. It's okay, I know all of you know, but you're shy to answer. That's fine. So last week, we looked at being cool within and without. And the general concept of that message was what? Keep your mind in such a way, keep it in tune to what? The happiness that is natural within you. As a matter of fact, all of you have something called a well of joy within you. What do you have within you? A well of joy. At birth, you know what happened? That well was full to the brim. It was actually overflowing, the well of joy. But then what do you think happened as we got older? When we got to 5 years old, 10 years old, 25, 50, and then 100. What do you think happened? Yeah.
Probably became more independent and got more into focused in ourselves.
Right. So we became more focused on ourselves, and what happened to that well? It depleted. Isn't that true? What does the Chinmaya Mission Pledge say? We stand as one family, bound together with love and respect. And when we have love and respect for each other, what do you think happens naturally? We aim to help each other through life. So the well of joy, the only way to replenish that is to do what? Shh, no talking, guys. The only way to do that is what? To help each other in the world. Now, in order for you to be a fit instrument for life, fit instrument that God can what? Channel through you to help the entire world, as we learn in Bal Vihar, isn't that true? As a matter of fact, I think it's important that we learn what Bal Vihar means, the word, the etymology. What does Bala mean? Everyone. Child, isn't that true? Balaha in Sanskrit means what? Children, isn't that right? So Bala means 12th graders. Child, right. Now what does Vihar mean? 6th graders. Huh? Vihar means, okay, it could be a garden. But when I say Brindavan Vihari Lal Ki Jai, what does that Brindavan Vihari Lal, who is that referring to? Lord Krishna. So where did Lord Krishna walk? Oh, I gave the answer away, sorry. He walked where? In where? Vrindavan, isn't it true? We sing that bhajan, what has it go? Vrindavan ek sundar jori, Vrindavan ek sundar jori, Vrindavan ek sundar jori. That's a bhajan that we sing, yeah? So Vrindavan Vihari, the one who walked in Vrindavan. So Vihar means what? The place where we walk. Now my question to you is, which direction are we walking to? Are we walking to Laguna Beach? Are we walking in the direction of New York, where I'm from? No, we walk to the direction of, I want you to repeat this word for me, Sushil. Sushila means one who has the best of characters. If you look at the etymology of the word Sushil, you see Sushtu Shilam. Sushtu means excellent. Shil means character. When we come to Bal Vihar and we learn lessons, okay, these lessons are packed with values and morals. When and only when we learn such information in our life that our teachers selflessly teach us every week, only then do we develop one thing. What is that? Sanskrit. Come on. Sushil. So what does Sushil mean, 12th graders? Excellent character. This is what we have to develop in life. If we don't have a good character, but we have $1 million in the bank, do you think any good is going to come out of you having all those resources? No. You have to be able to be what? Content You have to be able to be happy, but most importantly, all of these things come from having what? A balanced character and a stable what? Personality and mind. Okay? And we'll see that from the mind emanates everything. As a matter of fact, the entire world exists here. So if you have a good character, if you learn lessons here at Bhavihar and you apply them to everyday life, you are guaranteed to be that much better in life. And you know what? If we know that God exists, which we'll see a bit later on of how He does, you understand the power of now. Now is the time to cultivate the good character, not tomorrow. Now is the time to aim to be a better person. Now is the time to secure your brightest future. Now, how do we go about doing that, you may ask? Bhagavan Krishna, in the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, verse 47. For those of you who have pens and papers, write this down. Okay, I'll give you 1 minute to take that out. Okay? 30 seconds. 10 seconds. My minute is actually in New York time, you see, so they're 3 hours ahead. So. Okay, good. So, you have your books out? Quickly, come on. 12 graders, books? Yeah? Self-unfold? Okay. Okay, so when you take your books out, settle down, okay? Alright, here's the thing. So, what verse are we looking at? Do you remember? 47 in chapter 2. Now repeat after me. So all I want you to do is write that verse number down. Your homework assignment is to research it when you go home. I'm going to ask you when I come back next year. Okay? And next year is just 2 weeks from now. So it can be any time. Okay? Alright, here we go. Repeat after me. Chapter 2, verse 47. Yeah? Shri Bhagavan Vacha.
Shri Bhagavan Vacha.
Karmanyevadhikaraste.
Karmanyevadhikaraste.
Ma phaleshu gadachana.
Ma padeshu gadachala.
Ma karma phalaheturbhuhu.
Ma palakar.
Ma te sangostva karmani. This is the only verse you need to know to ensure that your life is lived the best every day. How many of you want to be happy? Raise your hand. Only one hand? That's it? Half happy? You should be like this, whole happy, right? In order to be happy, you must follow certain rules of today. Do you know why a farmer plants a tree? Why does he plant a tree? Who can answer? Yes, what's your name? Pranav. Why does he plant a tree? Like for example, a farmer plants a cherry tree. What is his goal in planting that tree there? Yes, he's planting them to do what? Produce? Cherries. Okay, say I plant a mango tree in my backyard, not in New York because it will never grow. Okay, if I come to Orange County and I plant a mango seed, what will grow out of that? A mango tree. Isn't that common sense? Good. Now, how many of you believe in God? Raise your hand. I'm sure all of you do. But for those of you who have any doubt, let me go over this again. Who painted the Mona Lisa? Not Leonardo DiCaprio, last week we saw it. Yeah. Who painted Mona Lisa? Yeah. Leonardo da Vinci. Now, who created this human body besides mom and dad? Who was the efficient designer of this body? Let me give you a little scenario, okay? In New York, we have something called the Freedom Tower. Have you ever seen it? It's so beautiful, it's so majestic, it's huge. If you go on the top, you can see the whole world. You can even see the Pacific Ocean from there. Okay, it's so tall. Now, would it be fair for me to say, okay, I have some concrete, I have some sheetrock, I have plaster, I have steel. What if I started throwing all of those things randomly into that corner? Just keep throwing it. Could the Freedom Tower ever be built if I threw it just randomly? No. What was there in the construction of that building, 12th graders? There was a layout. there was a plan, there was an engineer, there was what? A person who thought about the entire structure from what? The base all the way to the highest of the antennas. You see, this world is just like that. You think the Freedom Tower is great? What about the human body? What about the world that you see? What about the oceans, the vast continents? How things happen so miraculously in this world? How do you think that is possible? There is something called a nimitta karana. Say that word for me. An efficient cause, an intelligent cause, which allows all of these things to be possible. You see? Why is it that gravity has been the same amount, right? The force of gravity has been the same from time immemorial. Why is this? Why hasn't it changed? Why has everything sort of remained the same and has never changed all the major rules of law, all the major rules of natural law? Why has it all remained the same? Because there's what? A consciousness principle in the universe. What I'm trying to say is, in short, is that there is a higher power that is there. We just can't perceive it with our senses. So when you believe in that power, you can't but help to believe that that power has put you here for a reason. You know what's sad? Sometimes what happens is no one acknowledges that power. They think they go through their entire life because of what? Their own self-efforts, their own hard work. I did this, this is mine, and that's the end of it. But the moment, especially youngsters today, if you can make the promise to yourself, if you can implicate the powers of now, how do we do that? If you can inculcate them in your life, we have to first off, here's the first power, acknowledge the presence of a higher power in your life. Only then do you move a step closer to that power. And when you do, when you acknowledge anyone, how do they treat you? Don't they look at you with a special eye? Isn't that true? Think about it. You do such great work for everyone. Say you're a Bal Bihar teacher, and most of you are, some of you are, and some of you will be, okay? When your student tells you